Coming up on MCTV this week, a closer look at going green shows us how everyone could be moving towards a sustainable lifestyle, and we show you proper etiquette for dinner. This week starts now. Welcome to MCTV This Week. With Owen Russell, I'm Michelle Nutting. Thanks for joining us. The term going green may not faze a lot of people, but the epidemic can be life-changing. A closer look shows us how one man is making the effort to encourage people to follow the new normal. Last Thursday, David Wann, the author of the book The New Normal, visited campus to talk about ways that people can obtain a sustainable lifestyle.
Well, a sustainable lifestyle is about a mindful way of living that gets what you need and takes care of things, takes care of other people, takes care of the environment, takes care of our kids is the main thing that really moves me. You know, if we can't take care of our kids, then we don't have any right working 60-hour work weeks. You know what I mean? We have to arrange something, a more sustainable lifestyle where we can take care of things.
Over the next 2 weeks, we will take a look at how Monmouth College, the city of Monmouth, and how you can obtain a sustainable lifestyle.
Last Thursday, Mortarboard continued its last lecture series. Kevin Lindsay takes us to Professor Mark Willhardt's last lecture.
Titled, I Drink Good Scotch, Willard's lecture didn't just talk about Scotch. Instead, as he called it, he gave a 30-minute ramble.
Sometimes the best walk is a ramble. Why? Because it makes you walk aside. It leads you, both of us, into unexpected places.
Willhardt said that one of the main keys to life is to make your work fun.
So I drink good Scotch because I love my life and because I love my work and because they are often the same thing.
For MCTV, I'm Kevin Lindsay.
Professor Dick Johnson will give his last lecture tomorrow, Thursday, November 18th at 6:30 p.m. in the Morgan Room.
Students got the chance to see which fork you use for your salad and which fork you use for your meal. Brittany Self takes us to the Etiquette Dinner.
Last Tuesday, the Wackerly Center brought in an expert to show students how to properly eat a formal dinner. Roxanne Steffens is an etiquette consultant who says to employees, manners matter.
When companies are downsizing and eliminating positions, they're actually spending monies to hire people like myself and my colleagues to come in and talk to their employees on how they can better represent their companies.
Students could swap a meal exchange in the cafeteria for a 5-course meal at the Etiquette Dinner. While enjoying dinner, students were taught proper manners and dining etiquette.
With business etiquette, you really want to make sure that you're polished and as professional as you can be.
This dinner was part of National Career Development Month. For MCTV, I'm Brittany Self.
The Center's next event will be a presentation on how to find the right internship at 6 in the Alumni Lounge tomorrow night.
Last week, an archaeologist came from Illinois to speak on the first peoples of Illinois, the Paladonian archaic people of Illinois. Cultural Resource Coordinator for the Illinois State Archaeological Survey, Brad Koldhoff, is researching the earliest archaeological evidence of human settlements in Illinois. These ancient ancestors of the Native Americans who met Columbus and other early European explorers were the first explorers of North America, and they arrived sometime during the close of the Ice Age, around 13,000 years ago.
Alan Hard reported about this, and I think it's at the...
Abraham Lincoln said something to the effect that a country that does not cherish its past will have nothing to remember.
This is the last archaeology lecture for the season. However, one will take place next spring, but the due date is not set.
As the semester is winding down, students may be looking for ways to relieve stress. So how about doing a puzzle? Saturday evening, students gathered in Scotland Yard to participate in Alpha Zeta Delta's Puzzlepalooza. Students were broken up into teams and participated in a puzzle-making contest. Teams competed to see who could put the puzzle together the fastest. All proceeds from this event went to Autism Speaks, that raises money for autism awareness and prevention. Autism Speaks is Alpha Zeta Delta's main philanthropy as a chapter.
And Autism Speaks uses a puzzle piece as one of their symbols, and we thought it would be a really fun, different thing to bring to campus to not only give some students some entertainment, but also all the proceeds would go towards Autism Speaks.
For more information on Alpha Zeta Delta and other fundraising opportunities, you can contact Kristen Weiss or other chapter members.
Friday night, Monmouth College showed It's Got Talent. ASAP brought back Monmouth's Got Talent, and this year featured everything from poetry to music, from original pieces to covers, and a little comedy. Sophomore Connor Shields placed second with his original song and homemade instrument, and junior Matt Shoemaker gave us all something to laugh about with his own comedy. In the end, junior Brittany Forney came out with $200 prize for yodeling. ASAP will be showing the movie Inception Friday, November 19th in the Dahl Chapel.
Taking a look at some events on campus this week. Crimson Mask's newest production, Three Sisters, opens tomorrow through Sunday. The play follows three sisters living in Russia at the turn of the 20th century. After Hours continues tonight with Monmouth's improv group and karaoke at 9:30 in Scotland Yard. And at the end of the day on Tuesday, Thanksgiving break starts. Classes resume on the 29th.
Coming up in sports after the break, we take a look at how men's basketball preps for this season. Welcome back. It's November again, which means it's Fighting Scots basketball season. The men's basketball team is flooded with upperclassmen this season. However, only 6 experienced players are returning. The rest are 20 other incoming freshmen and transfer players. This year's team captains, junior Curtis Oler and senior Corey Gruber, believe with the number of players they have on the roster, they have been looking good so far in practice.
We've been doing pretty good in the off season. We've had good numbers showing up. Everyone's been working hard and showing up to everything, so it's been a positive off season.
Well, we have one freshman straight out of high school that's with the varsity right now. Other than that, it's transfer guys who play college basketball. So they bring the experience from the game, so it helps out stepping in. So I think so far we've looked pretty well.
The Scots open their season at home next Tuesday against Illinois Wesleyan. On Thursday night, the women's basketball team hosted a scrimmage against Augustana. The Lady Scots had a shaky start, but their press defense helped them to get back in the game, winning 3/4 of the scrimmage. Tonight at 7, the women open up their regular season at home against Dominican University. Owen and Michelle will be back right after this. Here are your scores for this week.
Welcome back. Each year, Monmouth College students and faculty gather to listen to a senior show off their talents in the music department. Singing in front of people can be scary. However, senior Timothy Seiler has been waiting for this day. Last Saturday, Seiler sang 11 songs and did a duet with fellow MC student Emily Frazier during his senior music recital. He says one thing is key to his performance.
Practice a lot. Practice, practice, practice. I've been practicing all summer long, and I've been practicing all the semester. You can never be prepared enough. So, I mean, practice as much as you possibly can, and the more you practice, the better you'll feel about the music, and the more comfortable you'll feel with it.
Maybe I'll mix myself a rum and coke or a Scotch and
I'll call Wann and make a date to hit the driving.
I think it's just his personality is just so, like, he wants to get down and, you know, he wants to work. But he also has a very fun personality, which makes it working hard seem really enjoyable.
Next semester, we're going to be starting a new series called Seniors in Focus. We want to hear from our viewers on who you would like to see nominated. To nominate, go to monm.edu/MCTV and join our Facebook group or follow us on Twitter.
And that's MCTV this week. I'm Ross Donnan.
And I'm Owen Russell. Be sure to tune in this time next week for an all-new episode of MCTV This Week.
And I'm Michelle Netting. You can also watch us on the web by going to monm.edu/MCTV. Have a good break.